my channel. All right, so it is finally February. I'm so excited. We are no longer in January of 2020. We have begun the race. All right, well, we're gonna talk about today how to get a jump start on what you're doing in 2020. Like, girlfriend, what are you doing? Get your life together. It's actually an idea I got from one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Kayla Nicholson, and she's always gisting on a Sunday. Gisting is basically getting your shit together. That's what the acronym stands for. And I really love her channel. It's super motivational, super inspiring. So if you guys are into self-help and motivation, definitely check out her channel. But today I wanted to give you guys a quick little pep talk for those of you guys who haven't gotten started on your goals and your intentions for 2020, or maybe you have already gotten started on your goals and intentions but you don't know how to get started. So today we're going to talk about that. I'm going to help you get your shit together in February. You know, it's still the beginning of the year. We still have time to get ourselves in alignment and to get ourselves right so we can see who we want to be and actually experience who we want to be come the end of this year. So if that, my friends, is something that's interesting to you, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button, as well as subscribe if it's your first time to the channel. I post new videos every single week. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Get your ish together. Get your ish together, okay? And if you guys stay tuned to the end of this video, I'm going to tell you guys and show you guys how I made my get your ish together binder. She also has a video on her channel talking about how she makes her own binder. So I kind of got inspired from her binder and I made my own rendition of it, things that I'm doing to get my ish together this year. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how you can make your very own get your ish together binder, but you gotta stay tuned till after the pep talk because I gotta kick your butt a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so it's February. We're here. We made it. We're officially in 2020. We're no longer in the beginning of the start line, okay? If the year of 2020 were to be a race, let's say. Which I don't really like to think of it as a race because we're not in a rush to get to the end. In fact, I want you guys to really enjoy the process, enjoy the progress of being and becoming who you would like to be. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our pep talk. Step number one, or number one thing that I want to ask you guys is, do you know what you're trying to manifest this year? Do you know what your intention is? Do you know what your goals are this year? So a lot of people always feel like they're lost or like they don't know, you know, exactly what path they want to take. Therefore, they waste a lot of time throughout the year and then they come to the end of the year and realize they haven't really accomplished all that they want to accomplish. Or let's say you don't come up with really decent goals until the end of the year when you've already wasted the entire year. So since we're still in the beginning of 2020, I really want you guys to ask yourself, what is my goal this year? Maybe you have multiple goals. Maybe you have 3 goals. Maybe you have 4 goals. Maybe you have 5 goals. I'm going to tell you guys how to break them down so that you can get everything accomplished. But first and foremost, ask yourself, what are your goals? What are you working on this year? What are you living for this year? Okay, ask yourself that first and foremost. That is going to help you to get in alignment with who you are trying to become. Let's stop wasting time. Let's stop making excuses. Let's stop procrastinating. A lot of times we do procrastinate because we haven't set clear pictures, clear boundaries, clear goals and intentions of what we're trying to do, where we're trying to go, what we're trying to accomplish. Therefore, we make the excuse, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I want to go. I don't know what I want. When in reality, everyone's soul blueprint knows exactly what they want. Maybe you just haven't been listening to your internal voice or your internal calling, therefore you say you're stuck or you're lost or you don't know what you want. Take some time in meditation if you haven't already come up with goals for this year and ask yourself, what do you want? If you don't want to get as specific to say what you want this year, you can make it general. What do you want in life? Who do you want to be in life? Okay, and start there. But the fact of the matter is, you have to have a goal, you have to have an intention, you have to have somewhere that you want to go, because it's all about evolving, it's all about growing, it's all about, you know, enhancing and enriching this experience that we're having. So it's really my goal this year to not only just hit my goals, but really fall in love with the process of hitting my goals. Like, I don't want to just make a lot of money this year. I want to fall in love with the process of starting my own companies, of creating my own businesses, of growing my new income streams and making friends along the way. So I really want you guys to set that intention. Step number one is ask yourself, what is it that you're trying to cultivate? What is your goal for this year? Okay. So that's number one. Number two, now that you know what you want, ask yourself, have you created a plan to get this done? Like, come on. I know a lot of you guys might have made some plans or made some goals in January, but you didn't make a plan to get it done. Now, let me tell you this. Your success is directly related or connected to your ability to make a strong plan, okay? Your goals and your intentions are only as strong as the plans you make to execute them. So it's really important that you come up with a strong game plan to get it done. Now, when I show you guys my Get Your Ish Together binder, I will kind of break down to you guys how to create a solid plan, or at least some things that you can do to organize your thoughts so that you know that you're taking steps in the right direction, and that is considered a good plan. So yes, you guys, you might have already come up with your goal, but now we need to come up with a solid plan. A solid plan, okay? That is what you need to get this goal rolling. All right, you guys, time does not exist, okay? Time does not exist. You have forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever to achieve this goal. Now, let's say your goal is time sensitive. Maybe it's, I want to go to the Olympics in, I don't know when the next Olympics is, but yeah, that would be considered time sensitive. But you know, life is not as linear as we think it is, okay? There are a million parallel possibilities that we could link ourselves up to. So time does not exist. You have your entire lifetime, even multiple lifetimes, to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. So don't think, I have to start this year and I have to be successful at it this year. You have as long as you need to get started. You have as long as you need to get the job done. You have as long as you need to perfect it. Let me give you guys an example. This year, as one of my business ventures, I decided I wanted to start up. I will tell you guys more about that in the future. I feel like I'm constantly starting up new business endeavors, and this is one that I really want to see through to the end. But yeah, so I was thinking, like, man, it'd be really great to start it up this year, to be successful at it this year. But then I realized I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to be successful this year, when the fact of the matter is, I have all this year to make a successful company. I have all next year to make a successful company. I have the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, and every single year until I die, I have time to accomplish that goal. So let's be a little bit more specific. What exactly do I want to see accomplished in starting up this new business endeavor? You know what I mean? So don't think that you have to squeeze your intention into a year or squeeze it into a month. Time does not exist. You have forever in a day to get whatever you want to accomplish. That being said, a lot of you guys are crippling yourself, not allowing yourself to move and to be in flow and to take those steps to getting your dreams accomplished, because you feel like you're struck with time, or you don't have enough time, or you want it now and you don't think that you can have it now, or you don't think that there is enough time in a day to get whatever you want done. It's all about prioritizing. You have more than enough time in a day to get whatever you want done. You can get anything accomplished in a day. It's a matter of being consistent and picking out small tasks that you can do consistently on a regular basis, let's say even daily, committing to those small steps to actually get the ball rolling. You have forever to get things done. Don't cripple yourself by saying, I have to get this done this month, I have to get this done this year, I have to accomplish this year. I want to explain to you guys like this. If you think that your life mission is to motivate, inspire, and encourage people, don't think that you have to do that all in 1 year. You can do that in your entire lifetime. And let's say you don't even scratch the surface of how successful you want to be in this lifetime. Maybe it is tied to your soul that you as a soul are meant to experience multiple lifetimes where you motivate and encourage and inspire people. So meanwhile, you think, I can only get this done in this lifetime. I have to be successful at this lifetime. When really, maybe this lifetime you're just learning about it. And then maybe the next lifetime you actually start doing it. And maybe the next lifetime you become an expert at it. And maybe the next lifetime you become a pro at it. You know what I mean? So not to say that it can't happen for you in this lifetime, but I'm just saying you have forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and infinity to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Let's say maybe in the next lifetime you don't even live on the planet Earth, but maybe something in you knows that you want to be an entrepreneur no matter what dimension you're on. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too philosophical for where you're trying to go, but I'm just letting you know you have forever to do whatever you want to do. So allow yourself to be in flow. Live as if you have forever and ever and ever. This doesn't mean to procrastinate and not, you know, take your goals seriously, but this does mean to stop crippling yourself by thinking, I have to get this done this month or it's never going to happen for me. You have an entire lifetime to make any and every goal that you have come true. So knowing that, now what are you going to do with your time? How are you going to prioritize your time to get these things done? Okay, there is enough time in the day, I promise you. It's just a matter of figuring out where you can prioritize and squeeze in a little bit of chunk of time to get that goal done, or to put in a little bit of effort to start moving the ball, start getting the ball rolling in the direction of where you want to go. Your habits create the change, not the goal. A lot of people just say, I want to make $5,000 a month, or I want to make $10,000 a month. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but you don't just wake up one morning and then that's a thing. The habits become the goal. Did I say that right? The habits, your habits create the change, not the goal. There we go. Your habits create the change, not the goal. So instead of saying my goal is to make $5,000, you want to ask yourself, what habits can I create that generate $5,000? You decide what habits you're going to start incorporating to see the change. Another example, if your goal is to make $10,000 by the end of this year, which that is one of my personal goals, your habit should be, how much do I need to put away on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to see that goal through to the end? The habits create the goals. The habits create the change, not the goals. Okay, I hope I said that right. But yes, make sure that you are creating habits to see your goal manifest. So let's say your goal is to become a popular YouTuber or a social influencer. Then the habit that you create is posting consistently or creating value content consistently. And that habit is how you achieve the goal, okay? So look at the end game, look at the end goal. Where are you at the end of that thing that you're trying to attract or attain or manifest? And then start working your way backwards. Start filling in the blank. What did I do to make that happen exactly? What did I do? What action steps did I take to achieve that? Figure out the goal and then start working backwards. Okay, you guys, the habit creates the change, not the goal. All right? Where do you see yourself at the end of this year? Like I said, start at the end and work your way back. If you know that you want to have traveled X amount of times this year, see yourself at the end of the year on the last place that you've traveled, and then ask yourself, what did I do to make this happen? Did I create a savings habit? Did I create vision boards every month of where I wanted to go? Did I get my friends on board and ask them if they wanted to come? And, you know, maybe getting people involved in your travels kind of makes you and enforces you and encourages you to get the things done. So, you know, ask yourself, where do you want to be at the end of the year? And then fill in the blank, fill in the gaps. What did you do to get there? Ask yourself, meditate on it. All the answers are inside of you. You have to create the game plan. You have to create the blueprint, okay? It all starts with the plan of action. All right, and the last thing that I want to say in this pep talk is show yourself how bad you really want it, okay? Nobody knows how bad you want it but you. Some of you guys are a lot of talk, and I'm sorry to say this. I used to be a lot of talk. I used to tell all my friends, I'm going to travel here, and I'm going to travel there, and I'm going to make this much this month, and I'm going to blah, 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 blah. And eventually people were like, yeah, okay, good luck with that. And I'm like, why are you saying it like that? Why don't you believe me? And it's like, you're not proving anything to other people. It's all about you. It's all about what you want. Prove it to yourself. Prove it to yourself how bad you really want it. Because those people who really do want it are going to put in the time, effort, and dedication to see it through to the end. Anybody can have absolutely anything they want in life. It's just a matter of how long are you going to consistently do what it takes until it happens, until you see it through to the end. Okay, you guys, so prove to yourself how bad you really want it. And if it's something that you do genuinely truly want, the telltale sign that you did truly want it is that you attained it, you achieved it, you saw it through to the end, and now it is yours. Maybe it's moving into your dream apartment. You knew that you really wanted it because you saw it through to the end. You were persistent. You do what it took to get the job done, and then you did it. And that's how you prove to yourself that you really wanted it. Anything that you've ever manifested in your lifetime, you proved it to yourself that you really wanted it because you stuck to it until you achieved it. Absolutely anything is possible. But you've got to condition your mind to believing that you deserve it and that you're worthy of it and that you're doing what it takes to achieve it. Say this affirmation on a daily basis. I am doing something about my situation. I am doing something to improve my situation. I am doing something to bring me closer to that goal. I am doing something to encourage and inspire myself and motivate myself to keep going. Okay, you guys? So that is the pep talk. Now we're going to move on to the part of the video where I show you guys my Get Your Ish Together binder. Yeah, I hope that pep talk was motivating. Like we're in this. We've started. 2020 is here. Okay, no more I'm gonna get started next week. No more I'm gonna get started next month. Now is the time. We're doing this. You're doing this. We are so doing this. So ask yourself, what are you doing? And let's go ahead and make a plan to get it started. So I'm going to help you guys with the plan aspect of it. This is how I got my ish together for this year and how I am going to be continuing to get my ish together. Let's go ahead and take a look at my GYST binder. Alright, so you guys know today is a plan with me, so I'm trying to, every plan with me, show you guys a little something that you can incorporate into your day-to-day life or incorporate into your month, so that you can help to progress and evolve as a person throughout the year. So last month was January and I showed you guys how I made my vision board. This month is February and I'm going to show you guys how I'm organizing my life and getting my ish together. Like I said, I got this idea from Kayla Nicholson, not trying to steal her idea, but I thought it was brilliant and it was exactly what I needed to help me to organize all my thoughts for this year. So here we go. Here is my GYST binder. I don't have a cover page yet, but it's just a 2-inch binder made of plastic. Okay, here's my binder. I'm going to share with you guys what I have in it and how I'm using this to organize my life, organize my goals, and stay on top of my ish. So I'm opening it up. On the first page, I have like my goals for 2020. So I highly suggest if you're going to make a GYST binder yourself, start off with making a list of goals that you have. So for me particularly, I split my goals up into 4 quarters. So every year has 4 quarters. 4 quarters consist of 3 months. So every 3 months I am focused on another goal, and I really love this idea because sometimes we feel really rushed or cramped for time when it comes to achieving our goals. But like I said, time does not exist. You have as long as you need to get things done, and that's why I really vibed with the idea of breaking up my year into 3 quarters, or into 4 quarters, 3 months each. So I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what what my goals are this year, but I will give you guys an idea of what I'm working on. So the first quarter of the year, my goal is to make X amount of dollars. So every month my goal is to make X amount of dollars, so that I could hit that big monthly goal. So that's actually a big goal for the entire year. So every single month I'm going to be working on that goal until the end of the year. Another thing that's on my goal list is to improve my credit score. So I'm going to show you how my GYST binder is actually really helping me to organize things and get my credit score improved. And it's actually working out super phenomenally. I am very impressed with that. I also want to save $10,000 this year. So my GYST binder really does help me to do that, and I will show you guys a few of the inserts. But yeah, basically the first page is just all of my goals broken down into 4 quarters. So if you're making a GYST binder, write down all your goals for the year of 2020, and then if you feel so inclined, break it down into 4 quarters. Okay, so the quarters are January, February, March is the first quarter. Second quarter is April, May, June. The third quarter is July, August, September, and then the fourth quarter is October, November, December, and then you just decide what you want your goals to be per quarter. Okay, My next page in my binder is my, so not only do I write down the quarterly goals, after I get the quarterly goals, I break them down into monthly goals. I hope this all makes sense because I know this is a lot, and without like seeing it, it's kind of difficult to understand. But so every month I print out a new sheet for my goals. So I have my 2020 goals, but then I also want to have monthly goals. And why is that? Creating monthly goals, like I said, is creating monthly habits or weekly habits or even daily habits. So just having the goal isn't enough. Now you want to break it down into what you do on a weekly and daily basis to get it done. That's why having a monthly goal chart is also important, okay? You can completely create your monthly goal sheet however you see fit. Whatever your big overlying goal is in 2020, kind of break it down into smaller chunks, okay? So yeah, the next page in my Get Your Ish Together binder is my February agenda. So like I said, I broke down my big goals into daily and weekly habits that I can do, because the habits are what creates the change, not the goal, okay? So on this page, it's just my agenda for the month of February. So every week I have a different task that I need to get done, I guess you could say. So let's keep moving right along. I also have my February income tracker. So you guys know I am self-employed. I work for myself. I work from home. I do a number of different things to make money. And I'm really trying to get very clean and clear about where my income is coming from. So I started this income tracker. So whenever I get paid, let's say through YouTube, I can write it up here. Or whenever I get paid for my coaching clients, because you guys know I do monthly coaching or weekly coaching, I'll write that down in here, and then it will help me to keep track of how much money I'm making on a monthly basis. So if you work for yourself or you want to work for yourself, it would really be helpful for you to make a income tracker so that you can kind of see where all your income is coming from. So yeah. The next thing I have in my binder is my bill tracker. So not last year, the beginning of last year, I was really not that great with my finances. Sometimes I would forget which bills are due and if I paid them or if I hadn't paid them, and I let a few of them slip last year, and I'm like, I'm not doing that this year. I'm gonna be on top of my ish always. So I created a bill tracker page. So it's basically like just a chart, and then I have a description of the bill on one side, and then I just, like, as I do it, check it off. Yeah, so if you're somebody not who struggles with bills, because I know everyone has bills, it might not be a struggle. Some of you guys might have your bills on auto pay, but just to keep track of where your money is going, I highly suggest to make a bill tracker page so you can stay on top of all your finances and really keep track of where your money is going, and then you never miss a payment, which is always a great thing, okay? So yes, let's keep moving right along. So I told you guys I want to save $10,000 this year. So also in my GYST binder, I have a savings plan. So I have a new home savings plan where I'm saving up for my new apartment. I told you guys about that, I think in January, in my January plan with me. But yes, I am saving up for a new apartment, and I'm really excited about it. So I have a number in mind of how much I want to save before I can allow myself to move. So yeah, it's kind of like a bingo sheet. So I will show you guys this one because I'm really proud of this, how I like organized it, if it'll focus. Okay, so this is my new home saving plan, and then I have like when I want to accomplish these saving goals, and then basically, and then like I have, so every month I want to save $1,000. So I wrote out like a few numbers that are equivalent to $1,000, and as you save, you just kind of cross it off or highlight it that you've already put that money away in your savings account. So this has really been helping me because I'm really not great at saving, or I used to not be great at savings, but since I created this chart, it really does get me excited to cross things off the list. So if you're somebody who's trying to save a certain amount of money this year, I highly suggest that you include a savings plan into your GYST binder, because it's really gonna help you to stay on top of your savings, and I'm loving it so far. And then I also have my big 2020 savings goal, which is the $10,000. So I basically just broke down the month, so 12 months, and then I wrote out how I hope this makes sense. I wrote out when I'm going to be putting what aside, and then as I put money in my account, I'll just highlight it off the sheet. So yeah, that's really been helping. I really want you guys to take that tip if you are trying to save this year and you're like having a hard time keep track of it, because yes, you can see it in your bank account, but you're not really creating a daily plan on how much to save. But if you make like a little savings bingo board, then you know every day you kind of want to tick something off the board, and then that kind of puts you in the habit of saving on a regular basis. So the next page that I have in here is my monthly budget. So I'm really trying to stay on budget. I'm not trying to overspend since I am trying to save this year. So I have my monthly income budget, how I allocate my money and where my money goes to. If you're trying to keep track of your finances, I highly suggest that you include that in your GYST binder. And then also a really big thing for me is improving my credit score this year, because like I said, I'm trying to move out of my current place, which I actually do really love this place, but I just really want that city living, you know, big windows, modern feel. So yeah, I have my my credit report. So every month I'm going to be printing out a credit report. I won't show you guys this one, but I do use Credit Karma to find my credit score, and it is completely free. So if you guys are trying to track your credit or to improve your credit, go on Credit Karma, and every single month just print out your report, and then it will also tell you some suggestions of things that you can do to kind of clear up or to improve certain things. Maybe it wants you to add a credit card or add some kind of account, or maybe pay off something that might be in collections or anything like that. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you exactly what to do, but if you include your credit score into your GYST binder, it will kind of keep that in the back of your mind that yes, I am working on my credit score, and this is what I can work on to improve my credit score. So yes, let's move along. And then in the back of the binder, I just like save like if I have any debts that I need to pay off, or like anything lingering on my credit that I need to pay off. Let's say old credit cards or anything like that. When they send me letters in the mail regarding any particular account, I will just save it in my binder. This kind of gives me a place to organize all the papers that I'm receiving. Let's say statements from your bank or anything like that. So yeah, you can throw anything like that into your binder. And then I have some fun stuff. So anything that I do that's fun throughout the year that I just want to collect. So something fun that I did in January was I got my aura read. So this is like what my aura looked like on that day. It was like orange and blue and yellow, and I thought it was really interesting, and I wanted to, you know, look back at the end of 2020 and remember that I did that. So I went ahead and put that in my binder. So you see, your Get Your Ish Together binder can be filled with memories, or it can be filled with things that actually help you to stay on track and get things done. I highly suggest that you add some habit trackers into your binder. Let's say your intention is to exercise more, or maybe even drink more water. If you add a habit tracker into your binder, then that is a really great way to keep track of the daily habits that you do, thus creating or bringing you closer to your goal, because like we said, it is the habits that create the change, not the goal. So that is a quick little tour through my Get Your Ish Together binder, or my GYST binder. I highly suggest that you guys make one. Like I said, I didn't come up with this idea. One of the YouTubers that I really love, Kayla Nicholson, she came up with this idea. So definitely go ahead and check out her channel, or check out her video on her GYST binder. She GYSTs every Sunday, and I love that. So yeah, get your life together, ladies. It is February. We totally got this. We can totally do this, but it is going to take a little bit of effort and a little bit of organization. Thus why the GYST binder is so necessary, so like required. So I don't even know, like as soon as I made this, I felt like I was moving in the right direction. I felt like my life was changing in a positive way, and I'm so grateful for that. So I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. It really lets me know that I'm creating content of value for you guys. I post new videos on this channel every single week, so make sure that you stay subscribed. And lastly, I am opening up my coaching sessions again for the month of February. So if you guys are interested in doing coaching lessons with me, you can go to nijasym.com/coaching, or you can just email me directly at nijasym@gmail.com. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, if you want my help getting your ish together, getting your life together, or maybe help executing any particular goal you have this year, I am a motivational and mindset coach, so I can definitely help you with that. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and I hope that you take any of these tips and put them to good use, girlfriend. We are so doing this. February is so on, 2020 is so on, and we are doing this, okay, girlfriend? I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.